The following deck profile is brought to you by Team Rainbow Signer. Get some of that rainbow. Hey guys, this is jace-burner again, and as you can see, this is a Karakuri monster right here. What am I going to be doing? Well, I got tired of people arguing over me that I never do a deck profile over my Karakuris, and I always tell them, like, I already did a Karakuri deck. I did it a while ago, so it's not up to date, but I still did one. That's why I'm doing other people's decks. But they keep irritating me, so I'm going to be like, fine, I'll do my Karakuri deck again. And that's what I'm going to go over. Right here. We're not going to start with the synchros, because that's just an end thing. We're going to start with the monsters. And of course, 3 Karakuri Ninja Quick. This guy is awesome. I'll start off by saying every Karakuri monster, aside from the Shoguns and that stupid spider, have the same effect. When they are in attack mode, they have to attack. When they get attacked, they go to defense mode. That's basically it. And they all have a secondary effect, usually. This guy, when he destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, special summon 1 Karakuri level 4 lower monsters to your field and face up defense position. Voila. That's simple. 1700, 1500. Really good. Can actually destroy a lot of monsters with how this deck uses defense position. This is run in 3s in pretty much any Karakuri version of a deck. Next we've got the Big Beater. I said Big Beater, not Wife Beater. Although I'm pretty sure he might beat someone's wife. Maybe his own. He's a robot, who cares? 3 Karakuri Muso Hypa. This guy is your 2100 attack point beat stick. Same effect as all Karakuri monsters. Only thing is, when this guy attacks, he goes to defense position at the end of the battle phase. Pretty simple. You combo this guy with soldier and stuff in order to run over one big guy. 2100 is usually enough to destroy any monster, so you don't really have to worry about stuff. He's also a good level 4. He's ultra rare, which is always good to look at. A lot of Karakuri decks don't use two or 3 of them. They usually only use 1. I go in between 3. I go in between 3 and 2. I don't like getting less than 2 because I like having that one guy who's really strong. 3 Karakuri Strategist. He's your level 3 tuner. When this guy is normal or special summoned, you change the battle position of 1 monster on the field. If that monster is face down defense, you flip him face up attack position. It's that simple. 500 attack means it's not going to kill anything probably, but 1600 defense is pretty handy sometimes. Really easy to combo out. A lot of people use machine duplication with him because he's 500 attack points. I don't use machine duplication just because I don't want to. 3 Karakuri Soldiers. This guy, when you destroy the result of battle and send to the graveyard, special summon 1 level 4 or lower Karakuri monster from your deck into face-up attack position. You gotta be careful how you use that, because 1400 attack, 200 defense. If he gets destroyed, there's no point in trying to summon out Muso, because he's gonna go to defense mode when he gets attacked. So, what you do is you mill. What I like to do is I have attack, destroy this, special summon this one, attack, destroy this, special summon this one, attack, destroy this, special summon a strategist. Strategist effect switch their last monster to defense mode so they can't attack anymore. It works if they have 4 monsters usually. He's also good level 4, which is also really awesome with this deck. Karakuri Merchant. I only use 2. A lot of decks use 3. I used to use 3. I used to swear by using 3, but I only use his effect pretty much to search for castle or cache, because that's all I need him for. He's level 2, so you can't synchro with him very well. You can use with the strategist and get Cataster if you're running strict machines, which is really all I try to do. Other than that, he's really useless other than searching that card. His effect is when he's normal summoned, he gets to search 1 Karakuri card. If you're winning, he's good. If you're losing, he's kind of good. The fact that you have to use your normal summon to get him on the field, pretty bad. Now here's a card I have a lot of controversy over with myself and other people. Karakuri Ninja. If you watched my other version of the deck, you saw I only used 1, and I really didn't like using 1. It's because I don't like him generally. He's slow and he's not good for synchroing, except for with Watchdog, which I've actually started using more. I've used to do a lot more with Watchdog. He's basically Raikou for the Karakuris, only he can only send a face-up monster. If it was a face-up card, that'd be good. If it was only your opponent's face-up cards, it would be good. But it's a face-up monster, so like I said in the other one, if you flip him and he's the only monster that's on the field, you have to send himself. So, yeah. He's got a pretty good effect. You set him first turn, and he sends monsters and not destroy them, doesn't remove them from play. So, he's pretty good. 1200, 1200. Level 3. I mean, there's not much you can really argue with that. And, of course, I use 3 Watchdogs. I like getting Burrito out. That's the reason I use 3 Watchdogs. Level 4 Tuner is just really good in any deck. His effect is pretty stupid. He can't be destroyed as a result of battle while in attack position. Okay. When I lose, if I take damage from a battle involving this dude, I think it's any turn. Let me see. I'm not sure. Yeah, if I take damage in battle involving this card, all my face-up Karakuri monsters gain 800 attack and defense until the end of the turn. It makes his defense, if you have 2 of these guys on the field, it makes the defense 2600 of another one, which is pretty awesome. That's if you take damage though, so piercing is the only way you're going to take damage with them. Karakuris take a lot of damage from piercing, but most piercing cards have weak defense themselves, so easily get around that. And lastly, I use 1 Cyber Dragon sometimes. He's in there now because I had it in there when I was going against Fable deck. So you special summon him, summon strategist, sync 8. He's a machine, so he still goes with all the machine things. He's a quick summon, but basically you can also use instant fusion and do the same stupid thing. Also, if you're in a mirror match, Cyber Dragon lets you get out Chimera Tech. That's really all you care about. Right, that's the monster lineup. We're going into the traps. You'll see a lot of differences in my trap card lineup. First, I use 2 Dark Bribes. Spell and trap negation, really awesome. Against freaking Ruben, though, he always bait dolls my Dark Bribe, so I have to negate and destroy it, so it's really irritating. 2 Divine Wraths. I don't think I had these in here last time, but these things are awesome. Stops 6 AMs, stops any card. Divine Wrath is one of the most irritating and seldom used cards out there. I could do an abused and forgotten about this guy, but around my friends, he's not forgotten. They love using this against me. 1 Call. This is my super rare Call of the Haunted, which I freaking love. I had it in my old Twilight Surprise deck, but I took that deck apart, so a lot of my good rare cards are in this deck now. I used 2 Zero Gravities. This card's really awesome. It's a great tech for Karakuris. If you had a lot of Karakuri monsters on the field and like 2 Shoguns, stop your opponent from attacking, change the battle position of all face-up monsters, draw cards. Your turn, change battle positions, draw cards. It's really awesome. Good for stall. Oh, and against Red Dragon Archfiend, this basically kills them. Because I've done it against my friend Momo all the time. He'll sink against his X-Sabers. He'll sink for Red Dragon, and he'll attack my defense monster because I have a defense monster, and he wants to get rid of it. I use 0 Gravity, changes them all to defense mode, and all mine to attack mode. And Red Dragon's effect will work, is that it destroys all my opponents, all his monsters that didn't attack that turn, other than Red Dragon Archfiend. None of his monsters were able to attack. He fell into that trap 3 times. And now he just uses Stardust, because like, I'm not using Red Dragon against you, that's not fair. 3 Chain Disappearance. This is my personal tech choice. This is good against pretty much any deck. This screws over anyone that it goes against. If your opponent summons a monster with 1,000 attack points or less, remove that monster from play and every copy they have in their hand and deck. I did an Abused and Forgotten over this. I obviously haven't forgotten about it, because I love this card. You might argue that, what if they only use 1 of that card? You're only getting rid of 1. There's not very many cards out there that get rid of 1 monster with 1,000 or less attack points. So this guy qualifies easily. Just getting rid of that 1 monster is really helpful. And if they have multiples, you screw them over. I run 3 of them. I'll do side out according to what I'm going against. If I'm going against Heavy Royal Decree, I'll use maybe 1 Chain Disappearance, but yeah. 2 Bottomless. I don't have any Solemn Warnings. I want Solemn Warnings, but I still love Bottomless Trap Holes. And time for Field Destruction. 1 Mirror Force. This is my Metal Raiders one. Love it. And 2 Karakuri Clock. Clock is a trap version of Lightning Vortex. If you attack a face-up defense Karakuri monster, I destroy all your face-up monsters. Great card. Better than Mirror Force in certain ways. And compulsory, I sided in, sided out. Really irritating your opponent, or helping yourself out sometimes. And torrential. Yeah, that's your trap lineup. Spell cards. Desynchro, awesome, lets you go off with Karakuri monsters. 3 Castle, basically let you control the field and gives you extra special summonings, like another monster born specifically for you. You only use 2 caches. I do pronounce the E. Like I said, in America, we pronounce all our letters except for in possum, because there's an O in front of possum, so it should be opossum, but 1 Pot of Avarice, the happy-go-lucky pot. Pot. 1 Reborn, 1 Giant Trunade, 2 MSTs, and 1 Dark Hole. I know I went over the spells pretty quickly, but they're pretty much just personal tech choice and basic cards you always use. Now for the synchros, 3 burritos. I say burrito. Can't really see that. 3 burritos. It's burrito, but I call it burrito because it sounds similar. It's funny. 3 berets. I call them chalupa. 1 Cataster. 1 Gaia. 2 Stardust. 1 Colossal. 1 Mistworm. 1 X-Saber Gothams. 1 Ally of Justice Decisive Armor. 1 Chimera Tech. I was using 2 Chimera Techs, but I rarely use Cyber Dragon anymore, so I figured why not. Side deck. Soul Release. My Abused and Forgotten just went over this card, so Soul Release is obviously in my side deck. 1 Swift Scarecrow. A Clock. 2 Gotham's E-Call. 1 Trap Stun. I'll probably put more in here just in case. And to go against those pesky warrior decks, 3 Kinetic Soldiers and 1 Puppet Plant. I haven't used Puppet Plant yet, but it's in there just in case. 2 Anatomy. I don't use them in my main deck because it's not that great of a draw power. It's not like it's like 6 Samurai United, only it's not. If it worked whenever I summon a monster, that'd be great, but it doesn't, so shut up. 2 Non-Aggression Area. When I find room in my deck to put these in there as a main deck, I will, but I don't. And for the 15th card, I have a Korean Solemn Warning. I use it to randomly proxy in and see if it works out pretty well. I like it. It's also really shiny. But yeah, that's my Karakuri build. That's what I'm running right now. It's really good. It wins against pretty much any deck. I recently finally got my revenge on the stupid Fableds. But yeah, this deck is really awesome. I'm working on a couple of the versions of Karakuris, and we'll see how those work out. Anyway, I don't want to see Cyber Dragon anymore. Let's put Ninja there. Yeah, you can't really see them all. It's Dark Hole. But yeah, it's my Karakuri. It's my pure Karakuri build. There's a lot of versions out there, but it's my pure one. Anyway, this is jace-burner signing off. Peace, deuces.